Good morning viewers, the Lofty Biker here. I've gone down to Cornwall Kawasaki again in Lana. Got a lovely little bike for you to ride. It's a 2023 model. It is the Ninja 400. If you're interested in seeing Lofty ride the Ninja 400, you stick around. I'll see you in a minute. Well viewers, what do you think? Team green. Looks super, doesn't it? Let's give this a bit of a ride. Nice sedate little burble. I've been told it's running. Let's go and find out. Okay, it's quite revvy for a parallel twin. Up to 50. It's a mini sports bike. A2 compliant. It's pretty damn good, isn't it? I'm going to take a slightly different route today. So I'm going to take a left here and then right down the lane. Here we are, all clear. We're in the National, so we can have a bit of fun. Here we go. Straight up to 60, no bother at all. It's fairly flighty, it's pretty damn good to be fair. We've got clip-ons. They're raised slightly above the yokes, not a lot. Bit of a car coming, here we go. So we're in second gear, down the lane. It's quite light, nice bump stop. I've got to say, it feels more comfortable than the big and the H2. I can get my knees really tucked in tight to the tank. I've got my feet, the whole foot on the peg. I'm not dancing on my toes. No need for none of that nonsense. But just drop it down. Round we go. Feed it in. Clutchless changes. An absolute cinch. Bit of breakage. Yeah, quite a nice feel off the front brake. We've got a couple of dogs and a baby. Yeah, I quite like this. It's quite good fun. Here we go, let's have a look at it. I'll pull it up here and give you the look-see. Good morning viewers. Lofty's here again. What do you think of this little beauty I've just picked up down at Cornwall Kawasaki at Lana? The little Ninja. Let's put my leg across it. The little Ninja 400. How about this? It's more comfy and bigger than what you think. Okay, it's a little bike. A2 compliant. Ideal for your first sort of in-betweeny bike. You know, you've passed your first test, you want to take your A2 and ride around and then get yourself up to something bigger. This is wonderful. You could do a lot on this, learn a lot as well. So I'll just put my feet up. I'm on the slant slightly, I don't want to drop it. But as you can see, I'm back on again the bump stop. I've got my knees in, that underneath. It's quite narrow. It's so comfy, you know, it's surprising. I really feel comfy on it. I've had a great blast up the road there. I'm looking forward to taking it round a little lap. So shall we have a closer look at it and see what we think of it? Right, we'll have a bit of a walk round. Team green, of course. It's not bad, is it? Finish looks quite nice. It's a 2023 model. I believe these have been around since about 2019, where they upgraded from the 300 to the 400. It's got everything in it. Mag wheels, full fairing. Let's have a look at the cockpit. Okay, so you can see it there. You've got a little dicky screen. Nice mirrors, they're on the front of the fairing, really nice. These are the clip-ons. Pretty damn smart, isn't it? We got hydraulic front brake, start stop, start button coming across. We're on a cable operated clutch, very light. In fact, look at this, one finger operation. Pass light, we've got high and low beam, indicator button and horn. It ain't a bad horn. So here's the dash. I hope you can see everything. Try and get it on the angle slightly. We've got some idiot lights down the side with some buttons for setting trips. We've got a radial tacho around the outside, analog, big gear indicator. We've got the clock underneath it. Coming over, we've got the fuel, engine temperature, and then we've got a big digi-speedo and a mileometer there. So I'll just press a few of the little bits and pieces and see what happens. Trip A, trip B, Odo. 64.7 miles per gallon average. The range won't come up, it's not running. So you're going to get around 60 to 65, 66 miles per gallon. It's pretty damn good, isn't it? A spark it into life. Quite a bit of vibration through the seat. That's the sound from the cockpit. Let's have a listen at the pipe. Quite a big pipe. It's not obnoxiously loud. Let's give you the stats. So, as I said before, introduced in 2019 to replace the Ninja 300. This is the 2023 Kawasaki Ninja 400. It's a 399cc liquid-cooled 8-valve parallel twin. 6-speed chain drive. A2 compliant 44 brake horsepower at a lofty 10,000 revs. A rather modest 25 foot-pounds at 8,000 revs. 168 kilograms wet, superb. 14 litres of fuel, and as I said, you're going to get 65 to the gallon, so it's going to get you plenty. There's a seat height of 785, which is not too bad at all. Let's have a look at the front end then. ABS, of course. So we've got a 41mm conventional telescopic fork, non-adjustable. I'll show you the shock in a moment. On the front we've got a 110/70/17 with a single 310mm disc, semi-wavy. 2-piston caliper, badged up Nissan. Coming round the back, single Unichack shock. Can you see it? Pretty damn smart. There's your chain drive, mag wheels. The tyres are Dunlop Sport Maxes, GPR 310s. Don't know much about them, they look okay. So here's the rear caliper. We're running a 150/60/17 with a single 220mm 2-piston caliper, also badged up Nissan. It's okay, isn't it? We got twin LED headlights, and of course, as I say, we got an analog tacho, LCD inset clock, ABS with assist and a slipper clutch. There's also an eco gauge that flashes when you give it too much thrash. So what you're going to get for your $6,000? Nice bike, innit? I believe on the road they're around the £6,000 mark. I suppose it's a lot of money for a bike, for one of your first bikes, but at the end of the day, you could buy 4 of these for a multistrada. Sounds daft, doesn't it? Anyway, I'm going to get my hat on, give it a bit of thrash, tell you what I think of the brakes and everything. So I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so we're back. Give it a little tittle up the road. Here we go at the junction. It's not the nicest of junctions, this. We've got to take a right, but there's not much vision. We're clear. Here we go. Just down the hill, then we've got a nasty left. Bit of front breakage, drop it in. Not bad. Still picks up in third, it's pretty good. We're straight up to 50. Gearbox and ever so slick, really nice. shocks are a little bit choppy, but they're not too bad. Up the hill. That's a 5th gear up the hill, up to 60. Not bad at all. I hope you get a good picture. It's a bit darker today. We've had a fantastic 3 or 4 weeks of beautiful weather. It's very warm, but unfortunately it's a bit overcast. So we're just approaching the 30. We're clear behind. I'll just drop it down into third. 30 mile an hour. There we go. Very easy to ride. 3rd gear 30. No problems at all. I am big, as you know, 6'5", 17.5 stone, and I find it's a little bit risky for me. But it's not bad. I feel more comfortable than I did on the H2. I know that sounds ridiculous. So here we are at the junction. Let's just put 1 foot down, have a butcher's. We're clear. Here we get past the little dog walker. We get it up to 40. We'll do a brake test. Here we go. Nothing's about. Back brake. Yeah, it's pulsing. It's juddering a bit. It's squirming a little bit. There's not much weight on the back end, is there? Same again, up to 40. Front brake. Oh, the front brake. For a single stopper, it's tremendous. Anyway, this very nice man's pulled over to let me come through. Thank you very much, sir. So we'll do the same again, up to 40. Front and back. Emergency stop. Yeah, we got a little bit of pulsing. Not too bad. As I say, the bike only weighs 168 kilograms. It's absolutely nothing. So then we go. We are in a national. Mark said to me, he said, that's Mark, the owner of Kawasaki, he says you take it out and you think, well, it ain't going to be much, little 400. But he said, but the more you ride it, the more you give it a bit of thrash. Oh, we're dropping into a 40. He said, the more you ride it, the more you give it a bit of thrash, the more you'll enjoy it and think how much fun it is. This hill's steeper than it looks. That's 4th gear, that is. Pulling away from 25 to 40, no trouble at all. Just drop a cog. Steering's not bad. You only need to look where you want to go and it'll take you there. Because these lanes are a bit nadgery, they're quite damp as well, but I can't feel nothing really. Back up to 40 again. Bit of breakage for the switchback, there it is. So one good thing about small bikes, you can have a load of fun, sub 50 mile an hour. I do ride these roads, these back lanes, because there's no tourists on them. There's very little traffic. You know, you can be razzing around at 40, 45, 50, up to 60 in the nationals and having a ball really. So we're dropping into a 30 now. 3rd gear, 2nd gear. So we're up to the junction. I'm going to go straight over towards Stydians, because it's a proper national and I can give it some stick. There we go, 60. I'll just ease off again. I'll do it again just so as I can show you. So there we are, 2nd gear. Up to 10,000 revs. This bike goes quite well. It's a proper little parallel twin screamer. I like it. So we'll carry on down the lane to the junction and we'll take a left heading back towards Lana. But how about this? It flies up to 60. I think for an A2 compliant bike, which is one of the best bits of fun I've had for ages. I really enjoyed the 390 KTM, but I've got to say, I think this does go a little bit better. And of course, you're buying a Kawasaki engine rather than a KTM Bajaj engine, so I don't know. Here we go, are we clear? Yeah, we're all clear. We're still in a national. Up to 60. Yeah, it just comes to life about 7,500 to 10,000 revs. It's really nice. Shall we get an overtaking? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, if you're looking for your first bike, because this 400, 500cc game, it's great fun, you know. The bikes you can ride, you can just ride them like we used to back in the old days. Give them a bit of thrash everywhere, and even flat out, I should imagine this would be good for about 85, I suppose. You know, if you went on the continent. There's no reason why, as a 20-year-old, you couldn't strap a couple of panniers on the back of these and go touring with your friends. I don't think you do much camping. Just having a look, see what we got. Yep, we're in. We'll just throttle it back a bit. Anyway, as I was saying, thank you to Mark, the Cornwall Kawasaki, and if you want to ride this bike, it's on demo down here in Lana. I don't think you'd be disappointed. To be honest, if you was looking for a second bike and you wanted something a lot lighter, you could do a lot worse than this, I promise you. I enjoyed the 650, but I like the way this spins up and revs. This engine's so characterful. But you could try them both. Take the 650 out or take this out. Like I say, you won't be disappointed. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you'd like to watch some more Lofty Biker videos, it's just starting to rain. How about that? Click on the like, subscribe, ring that bell, ask me a question. I'm only too pleased to answer you, you know that. So I'll wind it up. Back at Cornwall Kawasaki, he's the boys. He's smiling at me there, he is saying, look at that big monster on that little bike. So this is the Lofty Biker saying ta-ra for now.